Evening everyone, how are we doing? Welcome along at Lugie 1174 and Formal. I certainly have got a 6R. Had a slight technical issue last night. Unfortunately, this tractor does not like helpers when ploughing. So the John Deere has had to come in to save the day. But we're going to just get this other field cut first tonight. And a very big one this time, so it shouldn't take too long. Hey Kyle, how are we doing? Had to swap around to another piece of machinery, so I have to go and pick that up shortly. I'm going to use the John Deere for that. So I'll have to come up here anyway. Well, two pieces, what down there will. Thanks for the sub, Carl. Much appreciated. So the hay bob has gone, that's been replaced with a bigger tedder, which is what we're going to go and pick up. Hey Dal, how are we doing? How's the pain tonight? Something blue in that bottom corner there. Yeah, stuff seems to be getting bigger everywhere for them these days. So you must be getting withdrawal symptoms by now. There's a couple of days you've sort of been without it. Yeah, they usually like to advertise big things like that. Bit bigger than the combine I put a picture of in my Discord earlier today, that's for certain. Just good timing that I was beside the road when I was down, went past, saw it in the distance last night. The chap has got a nice selection of old tractors where I found that. So I'm guessing those of you of a school age must be getting very, very close to summer holidays now. haven't started over here yet. One or two have, not the mainstream ones. What are you going to do now then, Carl? Long time ago since I finished school now. Hey Stephen, how are we doing? Don't blame you, always good to get a bit of experience under your belt before you go to college. You usually learn more that way as well. Certainly is, I did tell you. We still went and downloaded it. There's a lot broken with it. It does work, but there is a lot broken with it. Oh, I always hate weeds, 1174. We know Seasons are sorting that one out a bit. Don't even know if I can fix it at the moment. If I do, I certainly won't be sharing it around too far. It's not mine to share. Well, if you look in your game log file, you'll certainly see how broken it is. It's in the faults that take up nearly half the log file. I have no idea, Stephen. I know it is the 17 one that's been converted, and other than the fault, it's been well converted with the textures. It's the lights what need attention, the attachers and the wheels. So I've sorted the wheels mostly. I've mostly sorted the attachers. The lights are proving a bit more of a challenge. Evening GD, how are we doing? From what I've heard, it should be updated for seasons, but of course you'll need a new save for it. Transferring an existing save game onto a season save game doesn't usually work very well. Just like 17. Certainly did. Had me cowboy hat on to keep the sun off my neck so I didn't get burnt to a crisp again like I did the other week. Nice aroma in the air on a biogas plant though when the temperature's up. Hey Barn Lodge, how we doing? I'm good, thanks. Yeah, that should end in... The ending should be interesting, GD, I think is the right way to describe that. A nonsense seasons compatible map with seasons on it. Yeah. Might be digging your barns out during the winter. I thought it was only VF who done that. Having one of those time still, MGG, welcome along, how are we doing? Oh there, that good is it? I'm good, thanks. Slightly sore throat, but we're doing okay. GD breaks everything, you should know that. Nothing, no one is safe. Heard it said it was his ancestors who removed the dinosaurs off the earth. With a hand in that. Must have got about half this field done by now. I just realised GD Milton must be asleep tonight. That thing downloaded broken, Steve, and I've seen it. I know exactly where it comes from. I've seen pictures of it there. Don't anyone had the nerve to release it, given the screenshot of it. Must have done GD. I have to give him a kick. Or sack him, one or the other. Definitely not off that website. So now Milton's doing the same as me with that one. And the boycott of FS19 mods. There's a Landini mod out there which has got a transparent front axle and various other issues with it. Oh no, he's woken up, GD. That's not where the Massey came from either. Not in my case. If that's the only site it's available on, I wouldn't have it. It's the only one what's kept Lonog up, GD, despite requests to remove it. So that's most of the mods what find the one there tend to come off FBM and that sort of place as well, and find them elsewhere. Wait long enough, if it is just on that site, will turn up on another one. It isn't just the fact it's got Lonog up there, it's what they've allowed the person who's put it up there to put in the listing for it. Comments he's made. It's not what you call a prime mod site, but then none of those ones are really. FBM's probably one of the better ones of the bunch. Get this done, then we'll go and grab the John Deere and pick our new bits up the shop. I did debate whether to bail this up a size, but I thought best not, because I sold it. We'll have some hay again for now. That'd be the one, I think. Not even downloaded it. I have no intention of putting that piece of junk on my mod folder. It must be absolutely rife with errors for how that looks. I might do 1174. Depends what someone else comes up with in the meantime. Green Bell came up with an update for this. I'd probably transfer things across on here. I did see FBM released the in-game spray today, but they put dynamic hoses on it. Some of what should have been on it to start with, the yellow and blue one. Yeah, I think Marwell's going to look good with seasons. As you say, Medgrove definitely on this one. And obviously the other one I want to see with season would be Geiselsberg. With all those trees on there, that's going to look some nice colours in the autumn. And that map has actually behaved itself today. The little glitch I had seems to have cured itself with its contracts. True. It's just the random FPS drops in various places on there which is causing the issues. Still getting the odd one. I know I'm not the only one getting the odd little drop on there, unfortunately. Got some good wear beneath there now. At least that's wearing in the right places. Not sure about that bit, but mostly the right places. straggling lines, we don't need them. That's what I like to think this little group is about. If you can help each other, do so. Meant to leave the front weight up that field. Never mind. I have to leave at the shop. Hey Mikey, how are you doing? Ooh, look, a big field of potatoes. It has been a long while since we've done any potatoes on the stream. I'm good, thanks. Lots of lovely potatoes when I need to harvest them. Certainly can, Stephen. I often do, unless I'm recording. A lot of it's going to depend on your graphics card though. As to whether that can cope with 2 monitors to do that sort of thing, and your CPU. Not very realistic, I know, but it'll save a bit of time. A good start is knowing what your graphics card is at the moment. Certainly doubt it, Sam. Can't see it coming in on this one. Using it enough elsewhere. It at least sounds like a John Deere should sound. You'd have to have a look in your system specs. Well, there's a lot of variations out there, Carl. Just have to know where to look for them. I've got a few on here. I don't know if I've got them all installed on this save game. See what I've got installed when we get up the sheep farm. Don't know if I've got a 115. Let's have a look. We don't need any more tractors at the moment. We've got our 3 Fords, the Fendt and this John Deere. That might just about run 2 monitors, but it's going to be on its limits, I would imagine. Yeah, I know they are, but I don't know which ones I've got installed. I can't remember what size they go down to. I have got some small R series tractors. Before you get too carried away with graphics cards, make sure your power supply can cope with it as well, Stephen. If you've got a 710, you might have quite a small power supply fitted. You might know your whole system specs for that. I'm presuming it's a shop bought PC, not a custom built one. If you can find a link to it in the shop, that may give you the full spec list for it. That's still possible. So you know, if you looked at my old one, what Jeremy bought off me, then that would tell you everything what was in it when that was new. Not what was in it when he got it, but it's all there. Right, let's see what I've actually got in here in the way of tractors. No R's in there. They're the ones we're using at the minute, which is 6230 and 6250 from Forbidden Mods. They're the medium R series. You go down to 6135. Large 6R series, 175195215. 6175 6195M. That's it for the ones I've got installed. I think I might have a small R series pack which isn't running on this map, which we can just actually, just so we can see. I'll put it up so we can see which other ones I've got there. Yeah, I think I've got that one. I have seen them, but as I said, if they're on there, I ain't getting them till they appear elsewhere. There's one 6R pack I haven't got installed at the moment. Let's see what we've got. Just saw the horrible blurriness out. Well, I'm running the Ryzen 7 2700X for no problem, Kane. I had the Ryzen 7 1700 before that and the Ryzen 3 1200 before that. I've had no trouble with any of them. In fact, I've got nothing but good things to say about the 2700. I'm not at the minute, but I can actually render a video and record or play at the same time with that. I couldn't do with the other ones. The 1700 would. Right, so I just put the other John Deere pack in. So there's that one. There we go, we've got two medium 6Rs now, which I think they're both the same. Two different versions of the same mod pack. So both 615, 514, 5155, so I think there might be a smaller one out there somewhere, but I haven't got it. This tractor gets mucky in all the right places. Matt has done a good job of this. Doesn't get absolutely plastered from head to toe or ground to roof. Just gets a bit of dirt on the right bits. Medium 6R pack is, I can't remember if it's FS19LT or Forbidden Mods. Might be Forbidden Mods. It's certainly not a private mod anyway. Only one of them in there is, or two of them tractors in their private mods. 2700 and 1060 work well together. I was running a 1060 and 1700. $2700 is just a newer version of 1700, so that'll go well with each other. I presume you just want to play with it and not record or do anything like that. If you could stretch to, I'd maybe look at an RTX 2060. Or 2050. Now, is Nightbot awake or is Nightbot asleep? There we go. That's my current setup. I think I've changed. There's nothing on there what's changed at the moment. The only thing what's changed is the CPU cooler from the standard one to water cooled. Yeah, a lot of people are still slightly frightened of the Ryzen stuff. But it's cheaper than Intel, usually. And sometimes higher performance for less money. But AMD always used to have a bit of a bad reputation for one or two things. I certainly know the new Ryzen 3 series, the bigger one's been described as Intel killers, so take from that what you will. If you're just going to play on it, the 2700 is very, very high performance for just playing games. Yeah, my original PC was a Ryzen 3 as well. I upgraded it to a 1700 solely because it wasn't very good at multitasking. It bottleneck if you tried to do too many things at once with it. It's alright when I was just playing the game, then when I started to do the channel it started to struggle a little bit, shall we say. whereas this one does not struggle. It's currently running at 3.8% CPU while streaming. Yeah, I would have absolutely no hesitation in saying go AMD Ryzen. None whatsoever. And there's probably some good deals knocking around at the minute as well on them, if you shop around. I put this PC together, but I've got someone else to just finish the wiring off in it. I've fitted the water cooler to it, I've fitted a few other bits in it now. Yep, should be able to do that quite easily, Mike, with an i5. All I'll say is whatever PC you get, make sure you put adequate cooling in the case, because these big CPUs do kick out a lot of heat when you work them. That's a good price, really good price. Can't remember what I paid for the 2700X. I know I missed out on it when it was on a deal by a couple of hours, unfortunately. Prices have come down a bit at the moment. They'll come down a bit more now the Gen 3 ones are coming out. I know the 1700 is down to about £130 on Monday on their Prime Day deals. That's Ryzen 5, and at the 2600X, that'd be fine. If you're only gonna be gaming, 2700 would be more than adequate, and well, for game that's just gonna blow everything out of the water with 2700. You won't have to worry about upgrading it, that's for certain. Go back to Sunday with my 2700X. I was recording videos, uploading videos and rendering videos at the same time with it. Absolutely no issues. Gives you an idea how powerful they are. So 2600X on a Ryzen 5 would be no issue. What, Stephen? Oh, you want to look up your power supply, your processor, and just find out the complete system specs of what you've got there. If you've got a link to the PC you bought, just pop it in Discord and we'll take a look at it for you and see what you got. Because the trouble is, you go and put a bigger graphics card in your power supply and up to it, you'll have problems. In what my specs don't say, there's I also run a Corsair RM750X power supply. So I run 750 watt power supply on this one. Standard they use about 3 to 450 watts, which would run the 1060. Actually, you might have to either PM me a link, because I think if you try and post a link up, Mi6 is going to get a bit heavy-handed with you. Mi6 gets a little bit sensitive about links being posted. Okay, Stephen. Two terabyte is a pretty big hard drive. Presume you mean SSD one as well. I've not even got a 2 terabyte hard drive and one lump on there. 1060, 2700, that hard drive, RAM and power supply will eat up most things. Evening Mystic, how are we doing? Get worried when people call me sir. It's usually, would you mind stepping out this vehicle please, sir? Uh-oh. You could say that the PC would cost less money and be a better investment for keeping you sane. Mind you, planning permission for the conservatory is probably easy getting the planning permission for your new PC from the boss. Council will probably give you planning permission quicker. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I've heard of 1 or 2 people getting faulty sticks. I've never had a problem. Currently got 2 16s and 2 8s in mine. I will be changing it again at some point to quicker RAM. Ah. That's the specs for a monitor, Steve, not a PC. It's the specs for your PC you'd need to see if it would work properly. See, these ladies just don't understand. It's not there's anything wrong with it. It needs upgrading. Yeah, I was just being overly enthusiastic with my RAM, but it's not quick enough, really. Yeah, I've got enough megabyte, but what I need is speed. Ryzen 7s work best on 3000, mine are 2400. That'll be an investment at some point in the future. Haven't just put water cooler in on the CPU. Which has been a big improvement, and also got 3 new fans coming tomorrow thanks to Amazon Prime Day specials. So I'll get rid of the noisy old ball bearing ones to magnetic ones, which are a bit quieter. I'm starting to get withdrawal symptoms at the minute from not working on the farm as harvest has started. Seeing combines working now. Every field I've been through past what I've been combined today, though, I haven't been able to get the smell of harvest, unfortunately. That lovely barley smell, because the wind's been going the wrong way. One thing for certain, if I was still on the farm I wouldn't be doing this at the moment. And the channel probably won't exist in its current form. It certainly is 1174. I think this year's last month has been one of the hardest ones in that respect, because the draw has been getting stronger. Like this afternoon I was home by 3:45, I wouldn't be doing that this time of year on the farm. It's not easy if I want to change back, put it that way. It involves a lot of work to change back to going on the farm from my part. Hey IRT, how are we doing? Yeah, I used to be head tractor driver on a farm, Kyle. Combine and potato harvester, de-stoner, ploughing, drilling. I'm good, thanks. At certain times of the year the pull gets a bit strong to go back to it. It's not that simple for me now. Problem is 1174, my work door is absolutely packed until the start of September at the minute. Hey Sanders Farms, how are we doing? Long while since we've seen you in here. Yeah, silage don't really interest me, to be fair. I have done a bit of it. I did have a maize season with a contractor. Ah, that's not so good then. Gonna say, I thought your last name was a bit different. Hey Rabbit Man, I was wondering where you got to tonight. What's up, my RT? Thanks for the sub, Sanders. Much appreciated. Yeah, could always do that, I suppose, but a bit awkward around this way. Plus, I don't think many of them like what I charge these days. We never done manual picking on the halves, so that's straight over onto bulk trailers. Picking tables just slow things down too much. Whack it over on the trailer and let the grade staff do it. Me, I'm in the middle of Norfolk. That's where I am. Had a feeling you might be saying something like that, Rabbit Man. I've seen a couple of combines going on the way back from Suffolk today. We had one going right next to us today at Euston. Who left that there? Oh, I did. That's right. Well, for anyone who wasn't in there last night, don't expect your sheep yard on on this map to look like this. Greenwich Valley, because I've been in here with Jill and Ted having a bit of a sort out. This is what lawns are for at farmhouses, isn't it? Parking tractors on. Anyone who's in my Discord will see the picture of the old Senator I put in there. Ooh, that's some nice flaking paint on the engine there. Not very many cabless combines working around, but it's got a nice little one there. If anyone was local, I'd probably have a fair idea where it is as well. If I said the road, I'd have a fair idea where it was. Because everyone else along that road's got 25-foot plus combines, and you got that little farm in the middle of it all. And who said these tractors were too small to do anything? Yeah, I think a lot of them are going to be expanding animal yards to deal with seasons. And multiple animal enclosures. We know Oxy is on Oakfield. Oh, nice combine. Had a bit of a laugh on a course last week. I was out in the fens doing a course. They bought a second-hand combine a few years back, and it's a Hillmaster. Anyone who knows what the Cambridgeshire fens are like will see the funny side of that one. But when you buy second hand, you buy the best you can, and if that's that one, that's that one. Nothing wrong with it. Yep, anything what has seasons on will normally require a new save game. So because it'll mess everything up when you load it into an existing one. With a bit of tweaking XML, you should be able to move a few bits and pieces across. That's the one, Milton. The combine designed for hillside work on flat land. As I say, when you buy second hand, if that's all that's available and that's the right price, you get it. Don't worry about that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, to be honest. You certainly could use it in some parts of Norfolk. It's not as flat as what people think. Some parts, yeah. Let's do a couple of headlands around here. And I'll do the middle and go do the other field. I'm better go and find the baler actually. Which has got a nearly full straw bale in it. Forgot about that. And more to the point, not nearly full, it is about 12 litres off being full, I just couldn't find any more straw. Yeah, you can with that chrome automobile. It's a shame I aren't using that one. Just wonder how easy that'd be to put that script into that New Holland. Turn it into a mod. I know how to turn it into a mod because I've done it with something else. Turn the in-game trailed sugar beet harvester into a mod. The higher tank capacity. In case you're wondering why I didn't just mod it actually in game, If you do that, you can't go on the MP server. Although everyone else is doing the same. So by turning into a mod, that gives you the freedom to still go MP. Yeah, I can see it, Stephen. To be fair, if you go start looking at what you've got there, you've got quite a small CPU there. If you go start upgrading stuff, you might want to look at just about everything. Still doesn't tell you the power supply though. I'm going to estimate you've got about 450 watt. Would be a guess. That's what a lot of the smaller ones have fitted, which would run a slightly bigger graphics card without an issue. Still don't trust these going over top of swaths on the headlands. So I should say we're going to get a good quantity of hay bales here. $650 be ample for what you're doing, Kian. The reason I went $750, it was cheap. It was an Amazon warehouse deal with the damaged box. I got 40 quid cheaper than what it's supposed to be, and that's worth looking for if you can find something like that. Just look through the Amazon warehouse deals. When I put this PC together, I bought a few of them, like some other bits and pieces I bought in warehouse deals. And I had to look really hard to find out what was wrong with that power supply. All it was a mark on the box a centimetre across, a little round mark where something had hit it, which meant the box wasn't in perfect condition, so that couldn't be sold as new. It's a Corsair RMX 750. A lot of the parts of my PC are Corsair. RAM, water cooler, fans, the case, power supply, the wiring, because it's not the standard wiring kit. Hey LC Agri, how are we doing? Yeah, just take a look at what 750 and 650s you're looking at. That can be quite important as well, what they're rated for. The last PC had a CM in it, this has got an RM. I'm good, thanks. So particularly at this time of year, make sure you put enough fans in your case. CX series be okay. That's the lighter weight series. Yeah, all my case is black and red, but the water cooler radiator came with RGB fans, and the fans are the ML fans I've ordered are RGB. They'll be running on red most of the time. The ML fans are slightly higher airflow than what's fitted as well, which will help. My case has got a perspex side door, so you can see in it, a clear door. If you are building a new PC, don't underestimate the size of the case to get. Make sure you get a big enough case, especially if you think you might upgrade to another graphics card. Yeah, I've got a Corsair carbide case, 760T, a graphite case rather. Let's tab out a second, just need to check something. I just wanted to check my fans, because they've just ramped up on the cooling radiator at the minute, because it's getting a bit warm in here. But the CPU is currently running at 43 degrees, which is nothing really, considering what it's doing at the moment. I've got Corsair's iQ packs, I've also got CPU HW on the PC. I know it's fairly warm in here tonight, so I just wanted to check it's not doing anything silly, because the water cooler's only been fitted for 10 days. It's still a lot quieter than what the old CPU cooler was. The Wraith Prism was quite loud once it got hot. I should be taking apart Friday to do the fans in it. So I'm off work for the rest of the week now. Problem is, and Milton knows this, I can't have the window open in here when I'm streaming because it's right beside the road. And as him and Dal know, when we've been in TeamSpeak together, they hear some interesting noises from outside at times. It'd be good when class get into it, Aaron. But we're yet to see if it comes into 19. But I don't think it's much of a coincidence that class are hosting it. Class have just launched a new range of combines. Anyone in my Discord has seen the video I put up last night of them. I found, which is some monsters. And some baby ones in the Lexion range. Not if they launched the 8900, they've launched some baby ones. I have a feeling that the whole lot is linked somehow. But I don't think they've got everything out of John Deere yet. Let's just see what comes in the Platinum DLC or whatever they're going to call it this time. Whether it's class, whether it's crops, more John Deere. Or whether class is going to be the FS21. Because to bring two big brands into one series of games is going to be an interesting one. Doesn't really leave any big mainstream brands to announce for next time then. We shall see. Yeah, that's true. John Deere sugarcane harvesters are up. Yet, and the next one out. At 5 degrees, Stephen. That sounds very low for CPU if that's the case. Mine very rarely runs under sort of 27. Depends what John Deere want as much as anything. Mine's running about that at the moment, Kyle. Not exactly excited, but looking forward to it, Aaron, given I used to work on that farm for 5, nay 6 years. The way VF will remember that farm will not be the way that I remember it for a lot of the time we were there. Because the new owners made a lot of changes involving large diggers and bulldozers. Shouldn't take too long to get this one finished now. Yeah, that would never surprise me. John Deere grass or John Deere arable as well, because remember we've not got seeders or anything. He's mentioned it, Kian. He has mentioned it. Whether he actually does it is yet to be seen. He has mentioned the V2 of this tractor. Be a while yet, Daniel. We'll see how we're doing. Depends how many people are in. We have a set finish time other than before 10 o'clock, except in extreme circumstances like Saturday night when it went mental at 9:15, or mental for one of my streams anyway. Yeah, I think you'll find there's more going on behind the scenes what a lot of people realise when it comes to John Deere being in the game. I get so lonely in chat without Nathan to pick on. Just don't feel right. I haven't picked on him for a few days. Means I'm getting all pent up bulliness in here, so I can't. When he does appear, he's going to get it. Nightbot hasn't got anyone to pick on either without him here. Look at it this way, Daniel, if there's any bugs in it in the first couple of weeks, they should have been sorted by the time you get to play on it. If there's any major issues. There's no telling what's going on there, but our seasons was originally going to be in the base game for 19, but it completely broke up when they tried to put it in. No, I haven't, Daniel. I can't really see the point of it, to be honest. What I'm doing. It's a very cattle and cropsy type mod. Because a lot of that is third person. Which is actually something we haven't done for a little while on the channel. Might be have to have another go at cattle and crops at some point. And Farmer's Dynasty for that matter. Still got other games here I haven't even brought onto the channel what I've got. Yeah, I think the problem with the gearbox one was how do you get it to work with console? And as console is a massive market for FS, that has to come into consideration. Right, I go and get the baler now, which is up the arable farm. We got 2 tractors up there. Hey Mean Bean, how we doing? So we have the 8970 up the other farm, and we also have the other 6810 up there. So which one shall we stick the baler on, 6810 or 8970? I'm good, thanks. Nope, certainly doesn't. They'll never do that, Kane. It costs too much money. If you could start doing that sort of thing. So we've got this tractor up here to put on the baler, or yeah, but this one's up the wrong yard. That's the problem. Or this one. Just needs to come off the field anyway. Don't know if this one is big enough for the baler, personally. Yeah, it might struggle. If only there's a small bit of barley straw somewhere, or any sort of straw. What's the wear percentage on that thing at the minute? Oh, it's still okay. It's a good job we got the anti-roll bale mod on here. Got to love Superstar, you can do that quite easily. FSUK, I think, from memory. Where's Milton when you need him? He's the one who pointed me in that direction, I think. One straw bale. As you can see in the top corner, I don't use money mod, but I do tamper with the XML files to get things set up. Once we've got everything we need, that money will come out though. Ah, that side. I thought Jeremy put a link in GD's to one on FSUK earlier. Could be wrong though. It's in GD's Discord. If it is there, Milton, you can pop a link into chat to it if you like. At the minute I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off next week, but I might be working Thursday. Depends on whether the booking comes back or not, and then rush job. Try not to work so hard this July as I did last July. 17 one, was it? Take a long shot. It's not on LT, is it, by any chance? You can see the barrel's got flat edges on them in places. That's what it does to them. Not anymore, Daniel. Used to work on farms, but not anymore. Unless the pull gets too strong. Spend a lot of my time during the summer doing this job. Between other things, if I weren't driving the combine, I'd be baling. If I weren't baling, I'd be driving the combine or cultivating and drilling. And a bit of early ploughing sometimes. Late tonight. Fence post there. Have you decided to come in tonight, Liam, so I don't put you in the doghouse again? I'm not really seeing anything of too much interest there. Maybe the placeable fruit trees could come in useful. That's unfortunate. I know this one is on LT, what I'm using in here. The auto stop. I do have a modded round baler, but I don't know if that's installed on here. Hi simulation player, how are we doing? So for those that haven't been in before, I'm not stopping the track, there's a script mod doing that, and it's got a full bar. Yeah, hopefully that's sorted that better than it was in 17. Had a few issues, that auto load trailer. As anyone who watched my 17 live streams on Thuringian Oberland will know what happened there. I think you might have suffered a similar issue with it, Milton, when you were using it on there. It made the tracks handle a little bit funny. Through the hedge type funny. So we will be back again tomorrow night, probably on here again. So I don't think our sheep are going to go hungry at the minute. Might take a load of these up the dairy farm just in case we want to do some cows at some point. We're certainly not going to need them all here. Yeah, I did just see that shovel header mover thing. Interesting one. Certainly be a good way of lifting it over hedges to get between fields. Didn't really want that to drop like that. I was then could back up and get that bit of hay there. If I put my other baler on here, the modded one, you'd see some interesting driving with it. Because although it's modded, I've modded it again with a slightly quicker forward speed. The tractor skids to a halt with it now. I didn't think 30k was too excessive for a round baler. I can't remember how long I've had this mod for now. It's since probably before Christmas. Got this one. Found it when I was just telling her. Well, I found it at the same time I found the chrome baler, to be fair. And when V2 of that chrome baler came along, it was better still. Because that one you can empty at anything above 2,000 litres. Called round baler extension, this mod. FS19.LT is where I got it from. Quickest I've been around baler 16-17k in thin prop, and that was an old baler. Newer one I'd have gone quicker. Good round baler with a decent sized throat will take stuff almost as quick as you can throw at it, within reason. So if you've got a chopper unit in it, it tends to slow them down a bit. It's where a variable tractor comes in handy. CVT tractor. Start it off a bit slow as the bale starts to form, then push the stick forward. I have a feeling there may be a video earlier on my channel of round baling with the Puma. Some of the first videos on the channel I transferred across from my old one. I might actually change this flat chrome one because I also modded the pickup on it so it's slightly wider. I didn't tend to miss so much then. It's the one I'm using on Arthur's Farm videos, basically. Certainly is, Daniel. Nathan said he'll be updating as soon as he gets a chance when Seasons drops. Yeah, that's actually very, very easy to do as well. All you've got to do is just change the width of it in the XML file. So what would you like to see me stream tomorrow night then? Greenwich again or West Coast? Greenvale has said he's going to update this one for Seasons. Okay, the West Coast. We're now going into autumn on there. I believe we're day 2 of autumn on there when we go back. It's been a couple of weeks since we were on there now. All the combining was finished. You guys tell me what you want to see. I'm happy to do either this or 17, so there's something nice about how I feel the round bales looks once it's done. Well, it's no good you suggesting the West Coast if you're not going to be here, is it? Might get held up having dessert or something. I'll leave that one there. More than likely to be Greenwich again. At the moment, anyway. I know which map it won't be, and that's Geysersburg, but I'll not be using that for live streams. Can't leave that map alone. I'm enjoying playing that one too much. Funny enough, that's where tomorrow's video is based as well. Be the 4th one off that map. And we're going big on there tomorrow. gotta get a baler with the wide to pick up. This is ridiculous. And we've got seasons back. I'll be more careful about leaving hay laying about. Several bales off the headland round. It's amazing the difference the right map can make. Meadowgrove's been a good one for a lot of people to get back into it. Now this one, in my case the Geiselsberg map has really drawn me. So I'd like to see it do well in the contest because of that, obviously. Both of these two. But this one just shows what a new map maker can do if they put their mind to it. Yeah, it's been hard to get you can get so far, but without seasons you don't know which way to go after a certain point in time. My Meadowgrove series will return once seasons returns, basically. I shall transfer all the equipment across we've got on there and the money we've got on there onto the map with seasons. That's the plan. So we won't be starting completely from scratch again, we'll carry on from where we've left off. Which I think seems to be the best way of doing it. Minutes what to do with what series. I know which one is most likely to get the axe going forwards. Once it gets to a sensible point to do it at. That shouldn't happen if you're putting the equipment across to the same map again. The reason it happened with GD is he tried to move everything from Harsfeld across to Meadowgrove. It's a completely different size map and shape map. That's never going to end well. This mod does make it a lot more bearable doing round bales. Just got to watch it doesn't skid forwards when it stops, so it misses bits then. Bigger tractor, but still got a tighter steering lock my 11090 had on it when we were using that on the baler. That modded baler I got wouldn't have just missed those few bits at the end there. I think I'll put the pickup up to 3 meters on that. It's good how it puts the brake lights and everything on when it does it. Getting the last two done, then we clear all these bales up. Now we need some Tucanos New Holland CXs. The K71 or 7230, whatever it was back. I know there is a modded version out there somewhere. Old Lexion 460, that sort of thing. There's one or two people working on, but I'm not going to say too much about them at the moment. If you look in the right places, you'll find out information. Did see a Lexion combine and grass seed in their hair yesterday, but not how we done it on 17. You're using a stripper header, just taking the seed heads off, and then mow the rest of it and bale it. Means not putting so much greenery through the combine. Alright, can we find enough hay to fill the baler? I somehow doubt it. Yeah, at least grazing mod's being incorporated though, so that'll ease some of it. Park this up near the house on the field. That's out of the way there. No. I think we need that on. That straw bale's going to get nudged, so I don't want that to pick up. If I can do it with this without the front weights on. Now we know what would happen in real life if you tried doing that to a round bale. Exactly how I used to push them out before we set fire to them. There's more bales here than I realised. Several videos of these trailers at work on YouTube now. They're really trying to break into the UK market and European market by the looks of it. What I've been finding on there. Yeah, I haven't been in the cow yard yet with Giant's Editor. This yard is hardly spacious for this thing. You know what we will do? Kind of the vent feeling left out, it's not been used tonight. That's one way of doing it. Gotta love those hedge collisions when you do that with a bale. I know where I'd like to put those hay bales. There's a nice little tractor, Rabbit Man. Are you planning on streaming tonight at all? Is that of interest? I'll try and put them hay bales down there, but that's never going to fit in the shed. So, we have to trust our well-behaved sheep for a few minutes. Okay, catch you later, Milton. Have a good one. Try not to cook yourself tomorrow. Do nicely there. If I get it right, I should be able to come up beside them the next time with the next load. As we've got such well-behaved sheep, we won't shut the gate. The sheep I had on Cornbrook and 17, they didn't need the gate on there either. Probably as well because they forgot to put one on the field for a little while. They never escaped. Alright, so next time we're on here we'll have a lot of straw bales to clear up so we can get them other fields sorted. Got 2 fields of straw over by the other farm. And that'll get some drilling done then as well. Fertiliser on these fields and some drilling on the other ones. Don't have to worry about doing any more grass work for a little while. Unless we got some cows for silage. I won't be going much longer now. Get this load tipped off. Yeah, that's half the reason I'm not trying to get it too far into the maps at the moment. I mean, if like I've been doing the start that new series on Geiselsberg, yes, it's start from scratch, but if he then goes and puts C's on, if you need a new save, I'm not too far into it to start a game, but transfer the money across we've made. We'll look at how we can actually do it and make it work. Maida Grove I know will be a complete restart, but we'll use the same money we've got, or we could sell the machines off and start afresh, one or the other. That'll probably put up in Discord at the time what we think about doing there. And Marwell will just transfer across everything what I've got on there. Have we done that one? Which I think Arthur's farm would work quite well with seasons on there. Too far back, but never mind. At least that one stayed more shapely than the other first one. So we know we've got enough hay there for the sheep now. It's fairly definite. It's a nice map. That's why I can't sort of let go of the Arthur's Farm series, because I like the map too much. So that's not the series which is first candidate for axing from the channel, because it still gets good views when I do it. The one that I was thinking that axing actually got very good views was the last one I did put out. More to do with the thumbnail than anything. Hope these will all fit on this one. So it should do. Up there. That's all of them. So not short of sheep feed now. There's 48 there plus whatever's on this one. 20 bales on this one. 68 bales in the yard here. That'll keep the sheep going. Could expand the flock for that lot. Close. Skill, you see, that's what it is, 1174. Or luck, take your pick. Probably go with luck actually on this occasion. It's not quite as tight as I'd like them to each other, but it's worked well. Better use that space than what the buildings and pens were. But that's where I'm going to finish tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow night, either on here or 17, one or the other, we shall see. I'll pop a link into chat for today's video. So tomorrow's video will be on the same map again. But for now, I will say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you again next time. And have a good birthday meal tomorrow, 1174.